Good afternoon. We are here at the home of the Seawolves, Southern Maine Community College, as the Panthers of Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences come into South Portland today. The Southern Maine Seawolves are ranked number 1 right now in their conference with a 10-1 record in the conference, 13-4 overall. Albany is 0-10 overall, 0-6 in the conference. This is Steve Schwartz,
testing.
Along with Jeff Schools, and we're going to bring you all of the action today.
How are you, Steve?
I'm doing fine. This is just a great way to spend a beautiful Saturday afternoon, the calm after the storm, if you will.
Well, and fans are back. Fans are back in the stands for the first time in, I think, three games. So it's been a while since the school has had fans in the stands. So we're going to be ready to go. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, it's a little slippery outside, it's a little cold outside, and it's warm in here in this great gymnasium. Of course, you can see that that is the Albany team to your right, folks, and it's a small team. They've got just 6 players here today playing, and they don't have a whole lot of depth beyond that. But they've made the trip to South Portland, and they're going to try to make a game of it here.
Yeah, they are. It's we've seen it over the last couple years. Man, when you have a bench of total of 5, 6, 7 players, it's a rough road. And look, the Seawolves are coming off maybe their best win of the season at NHTI, where they actually dominated. I talked to Coach Richard before, and he thought his team played maybe their best game of the year and played just about as well as they can play against their rival and the team that they were fighting for the first spot. So now if they can hold serve here today and then come back Wednesday playing CM here, which is always a big game, they can hold that first place spot and hopefully have a couple playoff games right here at the Hub. Because this year is going to be a little different. This year, instead of having an Elite 8 in one space, they're going to have all the games at the higher seed, which is, not the best, but that's what you got to do when you adapt with the COVID protocols. We might as well send it down to our announcer at the Hub, Glenn Sear.
Promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We encourage your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition without refund. Lastly, fans are expected to wear masks at all times while inside the building. The officials for tonight's game are Chris Bowering, Jeremy Sirois, and Justin Meter. And now for your starting lineups. First, for the visiting Panthers. At guard, number 3, Drew Miller. Also at guard, number 11, Aiden Hirsch. Also at guard, number 20, Timothy Hudson Jr. Starting at forward, number 2, Ryan Kurtz. And finally, number 33, Caleb Scrime. The Panthers are coached by Robert Coleman. And now, for your Southern Maine Community College Seawolves! At guard from Saco, Maine, number 2, Jack Pazinski. At the other guard from Billerica, Massachusetts, number 10, Captain Zachary Mickle. At forward from Biddeford, Maine, number 5, Captain Deshaun Cromwell. Also at the other forward position from Old Orchard Beach, Maine, number 22, Captain Ian Regan. And at center from Wells, Maine, number 32, Captain Cameron Cousins. The Seawolves are coached by Matt Richards in his 19th season. The assistant head coach is A.J. Burton, assisted by Richard DeFusco, Tyler Clark, and Chad Seashon. Now, if everyone could please rise as we honor America in the playing of our national anthem.
So though Albany had had no victories this year, they do have 3 players averaging double figures in points per game, 2 averaging 16, Joel Martineau and Caleb Scrime, and their senior center who's not starting, we have to see if he's even here, is Christian Rivera Vasquez, who's averaging about 13 points a game. The Seawolves have 4 in double figures averaging so far this year, led by Cameron Cousins, 15.3 points a game on 53.2% shooting from the floor. We'll get to the others in a moment as the Seawolves control at this juncture. So it looks to be a 2-3 zone to start things out. And a nice effort and a good offensive rebound by Pazinski. And now downtown for the 3, Zachary Mickle. So the Seawolves take an early 3-0 lead. Drew Miller with the ball. He's the field general bringing it down now. And it's stolen, already a turnover. And here's Pazinski inside, back out again. And Pazinski's going to try a shot. He banks it home. So 2 threes to start it early. And here we go. The Seawolves taking no prisoners early here. Albany's Hudson, it's stolen again. And this time up and in and foul with the left-handed lay-in is Deshaun Cromwell. Ian Regan gets 15 points a game. Zachary Mickle is having an outstanding year as well. Cromwell 10 points a game. So that kind of rounds out the players averaging double figures as the old-fashioned three-point play is made by Cromwell. And here we go. It's 9-0. On the strength of 2 3-pointers from the field and 1 foul shot and another steal and a dunk home by Deshaun Cromwell. Excites the crowd. It's 11-0. It's over everything, and the rebound comes to Regan. And yet another 3, Zachary Mickle.
That's the way to start the ball game, huh?
14-0. We knew it was going to be difficult for Albany to get something together here. They are just in the early going outmanned. They lost the first game by 49 points to the Seawolves, so this is their second matchup this year. And a steal. Just a pass in traffic. The break is off. And you know, Ian Regan for 2 at 16-0. There's going to be a timeout. We're going to go to the coach here.
Okay, here. Okay, hey. Now listen. Well done in coming out with energy, okay? Well done doing our stuff, all right? A little surprised we saw man, but hey, it is what it is. Adjust, be ready for zone now, okay? Continue to talk on this ball screen, and if you're weak side, you can creep up the line a little bit more so that you're there for the bump. Okay, here we go. Seawolves on 3. 1, 2, 3. Seawolves.
So an exciting feature of these games is to have Coach Richards speaking during timeouts. What a great tool, Jeff.
We keep adding little bits and pieces of production, and you know, other entities are doing the same thing. So I figured we'd give her a try. Got a good deal of some wireless mics, so we mic some people up.
And, an alley-oop. It doesn't quite fall. Quickly up at the rebound. Whoa. Little contact, no call. Back out again, offensive rebound for the 3. It doesn't fall for Scrime. And Cousins will come up with it. So here's Cromwell. And a turnover, the first Seawolves turnover of the game. Nice pass to the left side, cross court. Off balance, the fall away, and the first 2 points, Timothy Hudson Jr.
Nice little shot. Got full body contact there, but was able to still hit that nice little fadeaway. That's a nice little jumper.
It was indeed. He's from California, so he's in presumably colder climate. There's another violation, so turnover again. Nice replay here on the dunk home by Cromwell. So 16-2, as you can see, folks. Really just started the first half, and the Seawolves have come out smoking hot. Oh, there's the cut. And a nifty move by Ryan Kurtz for 2, makes it 16-4. We have the first Southern Maine substitutes coming in a moment as number 4 Miles Brown and number 33 Bodie Meter will come in. Rebound there comes to Hudson. Let's see, gets it out to Miller. A long 3 doesn't fall. The rebound comes to Regan. Regan will bring it up court himself. Mickle inside. Well, a good look and a nice rebound to boot by Regan. That doesn't fall, but yet another offensive rebound and a block this time by Hudson. And we're going to have a foul on the Seawolves. And looks like Anderson Kavutse is also checking in for the Seawolves. So right now it's a man coverage here for the Seawolves. And some nice ball movement, and up and in for the three-pointer, Timothy Hudson Jr. Kaczynski dishes it. It doesn't fall. And the rebound will come to Kurtz. Here we go, Cameron Cousins over half court. Way downtown, the bucket for Miles Brown. First-year player from Deer Isle. It's 19-7, folks, and the Seawolves have this game well in hand early. Oh, a nice dish, the nice fall away, and up and in for Caleb Scrime. So a 10-point Seawolves lead now. Nice movement, there's the look. In and out, and the rebound comes to Kurtz. He dishes it. Quickly over half court is Miller. He dishes. Well, have a blocking foul on the Seawolves.
Yeah, you can see Seawolves playing really tight defense. They're not taking anything for granted. They want to make sure they play solid ball. And oh, we got a full, so we might as well take it. Let's take a break.
There's a saying that a rising
So we don't always go to the coach.
What happens when a global crisis makes normal problems suddenly seem insurmountable? Who will be that rising tide? Since 1946, Southern Maine Community College has offered the same steady hand and supportive community for people to ignite their passion and turn it into something more. Because when it comes to lifting people up, when it comes to being that rising tide, we're all in. Always.
There's something better out there. Whether you're laying a foundation to build on, preparing for a rewarding career, or gaining new skills to give you the edge, get started at SMCC. It's time.
Well, coming off the timeout now at the line, shooting two will be Ryan Kurtz. 6'3" forward, first-year player from Hilton, New York.
Ryan Kurtz on line, 2 shots for the Panthers.
So he does his job. It's 19-11. Now the ball comes the other way. Now wide open right there for the two-pointer is Anderson Kavutse from Westbrook.
Boy,
6'8".
if he can keep that shot going, because these last couple games he's been drilling that elbow jumper, that's going to make so much of a big difference for depth-wise come playoff time.
Ryan Kurtz, such a strong player under there, having a good game for himself. Got 4 points right now 3 rebounds. And again, we'll go for the 3 this time. And, oh my goodness. Nice effort for Meter, and Cousins rather. He's okay.
Speaking of Cam Cousins, you got to be careful. He's the team player. He was this past week's YSCC Player of the Week, so you don't want him getting injured for sure. But that's the way he plays. He doesn't slow down for anything.
This is Scrime at the line. He'll try to hit the second shot from the charity stripe. And he does, so makes it 21-14, a 7-point Seawolves lead. So they came out like gangbusters, and things have slowed down just a bit here. Here's the cutting player off to the right. Rebound will come to Scrime on the outlet on the right side to Kurtz. Kurtz now will dribble back out again. Brown defending. Well, a nifty move, but it's going to be Seawolves ball. 11 minutes left here in the first half. 21-14 is the score. The Seawolves are in front here in South Portland. So, Jeff, the playoffs will be coming up soon.
Yeah, so the weekend of the 19th, the prelims get going, higher seed. That next Wednesday, again, because of the adjustment with COVID, the league had to make a really tough decision to scrap the normal Elite Eight. Normally, during the Elite Eight, all 4 of each side teams will go to the host site, which this year was NHTI in Concord. But there's too many hoops to jump through with COVID. So decided to go higher seed. So the Wednesday and Thursday, the 23rd and 24th, will be the semifinals at the higher seed, and then that Saturday and Sunday will be the finals. Could be both in the same day. We're kind of waiting to see who's in the games, what makes sense, because we're going to stream some of these games for the league, and they kind of we want to make sure we can give everybody a fair shot at, fans who can't make it, especially because of COVID, they want to see the games.
Well, I think what we take from that is really that there's playoffs at all, and that's a terrific thing this year for a change, as it's been so much different. There's a protect the ball up and in, Ian Regan.
Yeah, I mean, we had nothing last year, and that was not fun. I've done the finals here a couple times and really looked forward to them. We had a good fall season where we did soccer a couple times, and we did the soccer finals, which was a blast at NHTI, and it just, you have to make the adjustments. That's the reality, and I'd rather have some basketball than no basketball.
Thomas Martinotti is checked in for the Seawolves, the first-year 6'4" forward from Connecticut. And the open man in the corner. This time Cromwell does not hit it. And Kurtz once again comes up with the rebound. So he's single-handedly hitting the rebounds here for his team for the most part. There's a miscue. And almost a hack, wasn't called, but Caleb Scrime goes in for 2. So Mickle now, who's 3 of 3 with 9 points on 3-pointers, and he's going to throw it up again. This time he misses. It's an interesting outlet pass by Hudson. Number 35, Christian Rivera Vasquez, is now in for Albany. Oh, a nifty pass underneath, and we'll have a foul. So Deshaun Cromwell will be shooting 2 on Hudson's first foul. And we have a technical foul.
Technical foul assessed on Panthers number 20, Timothy Hudson.
And that's going to be on.
Number 5 shooting for the Seawolves. Timeout.
We'll take a time. Oh, we're going to go to the coach here.
Okay, now change how we're going about our business, right? Okay, all right. Don't worry about that. Okay, listen. Down here, we don't have to be super reachy, right? Like, just do our stuff, and it's gonna be right in front of us, right? So let's just do that. Offensively, get yourselves up higher off the baseline. They've packed it in. They're playing man, but they're packing it in. So start with flare screens out. Then we can dive cut in after that off the screen and then play out of it. Okay? All right, here you go. Seawolves on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So we think the technical may have been on Kurtz. The announcer said 12, but there is no 12. So
yeah, I think it was 20. Well, maybe not.
Well, no. I could have heard that wrong too. But in any event, at the line shooting is going to be Deshaun Cromwell.
You know, and you heard Coach Richards say, forget about that. And that's such a key to not get caught up in those kind of emotions. And again, I don't want to keep beating the drum, but they have CM coming in here Wednesday, and you gotta take the emotion out of that game because it gets ratcheted up like crazy.
Well, I've seen a couple of the Mustangs Seawolves games, even not as a broadcaster, and it's always an exciting time.
Oh boy, it's going to be. I'm fairly certain the crowd will be big for that one, and it'll be amped up because there are playoff positions at stake on both sides, women's and men. So both games, if both men and women. As long as the Seawolves can hold serve here today and the men and women win that, they both could come out with top seeds. They have to go to Vermont still. One more away game before the final playoff selection gets done. But still, you win those 2 ball games and you set yourself up for...
So Cromwell had hit 4 of 4 foul shots. And in the corner, Scrime hits the 3. So it's 32-19. And now Cromwell's open. And Kurtz with yet another rebound. So here's Miller. Thinks about it, thinks better of it, and instead, the rebound comes to Vasquez. My goodness, he kind of traveled. I guess it's going to see an offensive foul. It was one or the other. 32-19 is your score. 7.5 minutes left here in the first half. Seawolves firmly in command. 32-19 is the score. Zachary Mickle from Billerica, Mass. Dishes it for the 3, Ian Regan, Old Orchard Beach. 6'2" junior from Old Orchard. 35-19 is the score right now. Drew Miller with the ball outside the 3-point arc. He's got it to Kurtz. And at number 15, by the way, David Mervelis is in for the Seawolves. Nice ball movement around, and he sees the open player, Ian Regan, for 2. So the Seawolves really firing on all cylinders and just executing perfect fundamental basketball, making layups, making threes, making foul shots.
Boy, you nailed it too, foul shots. Ooh, playoff time, that is so important.
We'll have a blocking foul. So Martinotti's foul there. So at the line shooting 2 will be Timothy Hudson Jr. Hudson with 5 points so far today.
Substitution for the Seawolves, number 23, Luke Gabloff.
Here comes Luke Gabloff from North Yarmouth. He went to Greeley. 6'4" forward, first year. So the Seawolves spreading it out pretty well, getting in some players that, not sure whether they see much playing time or not, but you could do a lot when you have a lead like this. High off the glass. What a great bucket. Regan just smells that bucket. High off the glass. He scoops it home. 39-20, folks. We're just coming into the last 6 minutes here of the first half.
Seawolves number 15, David Mervillis. That's his first.
David Mervillis. I think I've been calling him Marvelous, but it's Mervillis. Not be playing that way. There's a turnover. Seawolves on the break. On the right side. Rebound to Kurtz on the shot by Martinotti. Still a 19-point Seawolves lead. Nice fake. Nothing doing. Martinotti with the rebound. Quickly up on the break on the left side. And a block by Hudson. Now that is a nifty feed. And a foul will be called on Luke Gabloff.
Seals foul number 23, Luke Gabloff. That's his first, team 6.
So Kurtz will be at the line.
First at the line, one shot for the Panthers.
He's got 8 points today. He can make it 9. Nobody in double figures yet for the Panthers. Ian Regan has 11 for the Seawolves. And that'll be a turnover. One of the few today. 11 for Albany and 5 for the Seawolves. That doesn't tell the whole story. The Seawolves have dominated in every aspect of this game so far, and yet another turnover, an even dozen for the Panthers. Miles Brown will take it down now. Coming out to double. There'll be a couple of Albany players. So the open player for the three is Luke Gabloff. Everybody gets into the act today, as there are 5 Seawolves with 3-pointers here today, and a nice shot underneath by Hudson for 2. I think it's an anagram or something like that, 42-24. Martinoff now in dishes to Regan, doesn't fall. Rebound to Kurtz once again. Drew Miller goes into the paint. He gets it stolen on the break here. Here's Regan up and in. Puts it in with the right hand on the left side. And that's a nice effort by Rivera Vasquez. He's from Guayama, Puerto Rico. He's a senior 6'4" forward. The 3-pointer, Thomas Martinotti. Total domination by the Southern Maine Community College Seawolves here on this Saturday afternoon. Rebound to Mervillis. He's going to take it down himself. He's got Martinotti on the right side. Back to Mervillis. And for 2. And that is how you run the break. Jeff, among other things, Albany's got to be exhausted.
Yeah, they're getting run all over the gym. The Seawolves are just playing great all the way around. All right, let's take a break. You're watching SMCC Seawolves Sports Network.
There's a saying that a rising tide lifts all boats. But what happens when a global crisis makes normal problems suddenly seem insurmountable? Who will be that rising tide? Since 1946, Southern Maine Community College has offered the same steady hand and supportive community for people to ignite their passion and turn it into something more. Because when it comes to lifting people up, when it comes to being that rising tide, we're all in. Always.
It's time to build. Time to set a new direction. Time to get the skills and hands-on experience for the trade you want to pursue. Time to make a dream come true. SMCC, it's time.
We are back from the timeout with just under 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half, with the Southern Maine Community College Seawolves firmly in command. As you can see, Martinotti's three. Back to live action here. Hudson will bring it down. He'll dish it off on the right to Miller, and Miller will hit the three. So now, Miles Brown. Doubled. Of course, you double somebody, you're going to leave somebody open. That's off of Martinotti's hands, and that'll be a Seawolves turnover. And you can see they contest every ball. He's not happy with himself. He's not happy with the pass that was given to him either. And that is just the sign of a team that wants to get better and better.
Yeah, no doubt about that. They want to. They're in a really good position right now. That win at NHTI did a lot for them.
Wow. Well, I got to say that wasn't pretty, but it was great. Luke Gabloff for two, 53-29. And the three is hit by Caleb Scrime. So I believe that's the first player for Albany in double figures. He's got 11. Well, okay, they're going to call a travel on the fake by Cousins. Stop. Pop doesn't hit. Instead, the rebound will come to Cousins. Here comes Miles Brown now. Albany player hits the floor. He's not happy, but instead we've got the hard bucket inside by Cam Cousins. That'll be Kurtz's second foul for the Panthers. Cousins will shoot one. And he hits it. So Scrime with the ball. And the rebound comes to Kavutse. Kavutse to Brown. Brown over half court. Looks for the open man and gets there one way or the other. Kicked out again for the three, and it is hit by Luke Gabloff, his second in as many tries. 59-32 is the score right now. My goodness. 7 seconds. We'll see what happens. Brown is going to try to get it up court. One pass too many. Nevertheless, he hits it. Kavutse for two. It's a 61-32 lead at halftime.
Wow, dominating performance, huh? They came out right from the start, ready to play, and they didn't back down the whole way. That's That's a pretty solid first half of basketball.
No, the team they've got to be exhausted.
Yeah, Coach Richards will come up and chat about the first half.
Coach, thanks for joining us at halftime. You guys, of course, have a great lead here. You won the first game against Albany by 49 points. You're coming off a big win right now. What can you say? It's a team with 6 players, but you've got to treat them as though they're coming out to play.
Yeah, and I've often said this when we talk about scout reports and you're looking at the season as a whole, like, this game is a game that gets you to where you want to be, right? We want to be in a position at the end to potentially secure that number 1 seed. And so you can't look at the opponent. The Chip Kelly, who's a college football coach, pro coach, now he's at UCLA. He had a great phrase, and I've stolen it from him a bunch of times, and he's just said, we play against a faceless opponent when we go play. And if you think about that, it's a great phrase, right? Like, you have to do your stuff. You have to treat the game as if it is your opportunity to do what you want to accomplish. Doesn't matter what the color of the uniform is. Doesn't matter, No, it's you got to do your stuff. So that's what we've preached today.
And just one question: how are you going to deal with your starters in the second half? Are you going to continue to mix it up as you've done in the first half?
Yeah, probably.
Try to get everybody in.
Yeah, I mean, there's kids work hard every day and deserve opportunities, and certainly. You are always a great teammate, and so you encourage success of others, right? You put that in front of yours. I'll probably have a similar approach in terms of rotations in the second half.
Well, good luck, Coach.
Okay,
thank you
guys.
kindly.
All right.
So we're going to go to halftime here, and we'll try to get some halftime statistics for you, which we could do now. Albany is led by Caleb Scrime with 11 points. He's got 2 out of 6 3-pointers. He's got 3 rebounds. Ryan Kurtz with 7 rebounds and 8 points. Timothy Hudson, 1 for 3 on threes. He's got 3 rebounds and 8 points. Drew Miller, 1 for 2 on 3-pointers and 3 points. And Christian Rivera Vasquez has 2 points. The Seawolves are led by their leading scorer, Ian Regan. He's got 13 points. He's got 1 3-pointer. He's also got 3 rebounds and 3 assists. Deshaun Cromwell is next with 9 points. He's hit 5 of 5 free throws, which could be very, very important later on, as you pointed out, Jeff. Zachary Mickle has 9 points on the strength of 3 of 4 3-pointer shooting from the field and 2 rebounds. Luke Gabloff, 8 points, 2 for 2 in 3-pointers, 1 assist. Jack Pazinski, 5 points, 1 of 2 on threes. Anderson Kavutse, 4 points. David Mervillis, 4 points and 2 rebounds. Miles Brown, 3 points on the strength of 1 3-pointer, as does Thomas Martinotti have 3 points the same way. Cameron Cousins has 3 points and 4 rebounds, and Bodie Meter has 1 rebound right now. So everybody who's come in, save for one, has scored for the Seawolves. They've mixed it up really well. You heard Coach say that it doesn't matter who's coming in. You have to get ready for the playoffs. You have to get your team ready, and sure enough, he has.
Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to have that approach, and they want that number 1 seed. That's a big deal in this time and place. All right, let's take a break. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take a break here at halftime. 61-32 is the score. The Seawolves in command.
When I first came to SMCC, my plan was to just be here for 2 years and then leave to go get a bachelor's degree. Originally, I was looking for information technology. While I was here for open house, I learned about the cybersecurity degree and immediately went to admissions to change my major to cybersecurity. Aside from the obvious, SMCC is very beautiful, and that makes it a really good place. It's also the lowest tuition in New England, and that was really helpful for me and my family. Now I actually work at SMCC. I was fortunate enough to get hired into the IT department. I still plan on moving on to get a bachelor's degree, but for the time being, SMCC is giving me all I need.
SMCC, it's time. There's something better out there. It's an idea that's motivated humans for centuries, pushed us to seek, accomplish, improve. Want to get to that better? It's time for Southern Maine Community College. Whether you're laying a foundation to build on, preparing for a rewarding career, or gaining new skills to give you the edge, at SMCC, you'll find a community to help you think stronger, think smarter, and go further. Sound good? Get started at SMCC. It's time. It's time to take charge. Time to be a trailblazer. It's time to focus, to make a change, and build the career you want. It's time. SMCC. It's time. It's time to think smarter about school. It's time to get the education and the professional connections you need in a program that's affordable. It's time to work in your field while you get an education. SMCC, it's time.
There's a saying that a rising tide lifts all boats.
A rising tide lifts all boats.
More people are at work today, earning bigger take-home pay than ever before.
But what happens when the tide isn't coming? What happens if the tide is going out? What happens when things get hard, or when a global crisis makes normal problems suddenly seem insurmountable? Who will be that rising tide? In 1946, SMCC was founded to help veterans returning from a world war get back on their feet. And we've carried that legacy throughout our 75 years as Maine's most trusted and accessible education center, an innovative institution that's never been afraid of change. Even as we celebrate this milestone, we're adapting under the weight of a pandemic and offered the same steady hand and supportive community for people to ignite their passion and turn it into something more. Because when it comes to lifting people up, when it comes to being that rising tide, we're all in, always.
NCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
There's a saying that a rising tide lifts all boats. But what happens when a global crisis makes normal problems suddenly seem insurmountable? Who will be that rising tide? Since 1946, Southern Maine Community College has offered the same steady hand and supportive community for people to ignite their passion and turn it into something more. Because when it comes to lifting people up, when it comes to being that rising tide, we're all in. Always.
It's time to build. time to set a new direction. Time to get the skills and hands-on experience for the trade you want to pursue. Time to make a dream come true. SMCC, it's time. There's something better out there. Whether you're laying a foundation to build on, preparing for a rewarding career, or gaining new skills to give you the edge, get started at SMCC. It's time.
Since 1946, Southern Maine Community College has offered the same steady hand and supportive community for people to ignite their passion and turn it into something more. Because when it comes to lifting people up, we're all in. Always.
It's time to get the support and education you need, and the experience that gives you the edge. It's time to master the business skills that lead to a successful career. SMCC, it's time.
When I first came to SMCC, my plan was to just be here for 2 years and then leave to go get a bachelor's degree. Originally, I was looking for information technology. While I was here for open house, I learned about the cybersecurity degree and immediately went to admissions to change my major to cybersecurity. Aside from the obvious, SMCC is very beautiful, and that makes it a really good place. It's also the lowest tuition in New England, and that was really helpful for me and my family. Now I actually work at SMCC. I was fortunate enough to get hired into the IT department. I still plan on moving on to get a bachelor's degree, but for the time being, SMCC is giving me all I need.
SMCC, it's time. There's something better out there. It's an idea that's motivated humans for centuries, pushed us to seek, accomplish, improve. Want to get to that better? It's time for Southern Maine Community College. Whether you're laying a foundation to build on, preparing for a rewarding career, or gaining new skills to give you the edge, at SMCC, you'll find a community to help you think stronger, think smarter, and go further. Sound good? Get started at SMCC. It's time. It's time to take charge. Time to be a trailblazer. It's time to focus, to make a change, and build the career you want. It's time. SMCC.
We are back. Steve Schwartz and Jeff Schools for the SMCC Sports Network, bringing you men's basketball today from the Southern Maine Community College Gymnasium here in South Portland. Right now, it's a 61-32 lead for the Seawolves. You can see the halftime team statistics. Of course, the all-important turnover ratio is 50% more, or double the turnovers, really, for Albany than there are for the Seawolves.
Yeah, Albany's not shooting poorly at all. They're shooting almost 45% from the floor, but they're just not getting the opportunities. You know, they're giving away the ball, and the Seawolves are controlling it all the way around. So,
right. And when you see 100% free throw shooting on the part of the Seawolves, that's something that as a coach, you just have to love to see. And as well as almost 60% shooting from the field. That is a recipe for victory.
Yeah, and that's been an issue for them in a couple games this season. Their free throws have not been their free throw shooting has not been solid. So it's that's a big improvement for them for sure.
Of course we see the next game at Central Maine Mustangs coming in here. That game on the 12th looks pretty fun, too. I'm not exactly sure where Vermont Tech is, but anywhere in Vermont is really fun.
Yeah, it's Randolph, Vermont, so mid-state. It's a haul. But it's right off of 89, so it's a pretty straight shot. But still, anybody that's traveled that, that 101, 93, 89 corridor knows that it's a long haul.
It is a long haul. It's a beautiful state. This time of year, unless you're going skiing, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, the CM game is, boy, that's the one that everyone's going to be ready for next week for sure.
So here we are now with a second half action, and we're going to have an offensive foul. It's going to be on Mickle. So Drew Miller will have the ball. He'll bring it over half court. He's got Kurtz on the right side. Fakes over Cousins, and Cousins gets the rebound. Mickle quickly down.
Boy, that was Brzezinski. Drilled that three. Nice. Came off a nice screen. Mickle got him the ball and drills the three.
Thank you for that rescue. I've often been told when you look down in a college game, you might miss an awful lot because it's so fast. As Mickle comes down with that rebound and gets the outlet out on the left side. Here's Brzezinski. He dishes it to Mickle. Mickle from downtown, and I mean downtown. Whoa! Nice effort, though, by Regan. So it'll be Seawolves ball. And, nice little dish to Cousins. It doesn't hit, but we'll see. That's going to stay as Seawolves ball. Nice effort by Brzezinski. Cromwell will now take it in. Got Cousins right in front of him. Around the horn. Brzezinski now. Inside to Cromwell. Cross court. Mickle. The hot hand tonight. Zachary Mickle, 4 for 6 with 3-pointers. All of his points scored on 3-pointers, and we're going to have an Albany timeout. And we're going to go to the coach here and see what Coach Richards has to say to his team.
All right, hey, can we try to run that one more time? Just know that they're going to...
When do I go on this? He said Steve does. Seal it. Just set it up. Run the same thing?
Same thing, let's try that. Just use your retreat dribble. It might not be a post feed to him, but it might be the high-low feed. Okay, here we go. Seawolves on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So there really wasn't much to say, I guess, and he's not saying anything that he's particularly overly concerned about.
You know what I've noticed a couple times this year is he does let his leaders lead those timeouts when they feel like there's some input. He lets them have it. So it's
which is a good way to run a team. Unfortunately, not a great way to have a broadcast though, because the player isn't mic'd, but it's really great.
Works for me though, you know. Hey.
Absolutely. So in the paint and back out again. And you can see that wasn't going to quite make it. Cousins to Mickle. Mickle take it down. Had Miller on him. The little trap here. But instead, Brzezinski open. Cromwell cross court. Mickle. The post up to Cousins and a turnover as Rivera Vasquez gets the ball there. Here's Miller. And a steal, and here's the break. Cromwell all on his own. Oh, my goodness. He missed the dunk. And instead, though, converted by Ian Regan. You know, the thing about a dunk is, it's only 2 points, but it can really excite the crowd. A miss, however, can also cause a little embarrassment at times.
Coach Richards and the crew on the bench having a laugh about it.
Well, that's particularly good. When you can have a lead 69-32 and have a laugh about a missed dunk, that's great.
Yeah, if that was a 2-point game against CM, I'm not so sure that'd be a laugh.
Around the horn here. Cousins now back out again. Brzezinski for 3, in and out. The rebound to Kurtz. Kurtz will dish it, hand it off to Hudson. Takes it over half court now. And another steal for the Seawolves. Here's Brzezinski. Gonna just shoot it. Why not? 71-32. 16 minutes left. We're into the Saturday afternoon massacre by the Seawolves at the moment here. Is a 71-32 game. $39-point lead. Working it to the open player and trying, but Cousins with the rebound on the missed Hudson shot. There's Zachary Mickle now over half court. He's got Jackson Pazinski. Pazinski up and follows, but the rebound will come to Kurtz. And a nice move underneath by Ryan Kurtz for two. Yeah. He's going to think about it. Shot clock down to 13. Cromwell from downtown doesn't fall. Cousins with the rebound gives Cromwell another chance underneath. And my goodness, 2 offensive rebounds in that series. Cromwell gets his own and puts it home. So 73-34 is the score as Anderson Kavutse set to check in for the Seawolves. Drew Miller over half court. We were going to bring you a doubleheader today with the girls as well, but I guess there was some sort of probably a COVID situation that led to them not being able to play today, Jeff?
Yeah, Albany has a really strict policy, and don't know the exact circumstances, but they decided they weren't going to bring the women's team, let the women's team leave campus, so they're staying there, and men came here to play. So I don't know if there's time to make this game up. The Seawolves do go to Vermont, so there's a chance there could be a makeup, but I'm not. At this point, I'm not sure what the deal actually might be.
How are the girls doing this year, Jeff?
The women are tied for number 1.
That's tremendous.
Yeah.
And I have to remember, folks, I do high school games where there are girls.
It's hard.
So that's not really an excuse.
No, but it
sounds like the women are doing great.
Easy mistake to make, no doubt about it. Yeah, they this game Wednesday against CM is going to mean something. You know, the winner will likely hold on to the number 1 seed, and put themselves in position to host a playoff game. That would be something if the Seawolves can pull off both men's and women's number 1 seeds. They haven't done that in a few years, so that would be a heck of an achievement.
That's very exciting. It really is. There's a level of excellence here that is just gratifying to see if you're a student, if you're a parent, if you're a fan, if you're a Mainer or a South Portlander. Oh my goodness, underneath. Second, third, and fourth effort, and here's Pazinski beyond the 3. Why not? He hits the NBA 3 there. And it's 76-36. It's a 40-point lead. On the break, Mickle with a nifty pass back to Pazinski. Not only does he save it from going out, but it's a one-touch straight in. Coach Richards has to be happy with the way his team is executing today.
Yeah, they definitely came to play. I think that win, at NHTI did a lot of good for this team, no doubt.
Oh my gosh, Cousins underneath, follows it and puts it home.
Boy, he's so good. He's just tenacious down there.
Pazinski with 15 points. Co-leader for the Seawolves today, along with Ian Regan, who's out, at least for now. So we're going to take a break as there's a timeout. 80-36 is the score. 12:55 left in this contest.
The women's game will be at 6 p.m.
When I first came to SMCC, my plan was to just be here for 2 years and then leave to go looking for information technology. While I was here for open house, I learned about the cybersecurity degree and immediately went to admissions to change my major to cybersecurity. Aside from the obvious, SMCC is very beautiful, and that makes it a really good place. It's also the lowest tuition in New England, and that was really helpful for me and my family. Now I actually work at SMCC. I was fortunate enough to get hired into the IT department. I still plan on moving on to get a bachelor's degree, but for the time being, SMCC is giving me all I need.
SMCC, it's time.
So we are back. Steve Schwartz and Jeff Schools for the SMCC Sports Network, bringing you men's basketball action here at the home of the Southern Maine Community College Seawolves, where they have a very, very hefty lead over Albany. That's going to be over everything. Cousins comes up with it. He's got Pazinski calling for the ball on the rebound. Oh, my goodness. That made perhaps one pass too many, but there was great presence there in seeing Meter. And another turnover. It's a 19-10 in turnovers right now. The Panthers in front in that category as Cousins converts again, 82-36. Mercifully into the last dozen minutes of this game here coming up. Give credit to this Albany team, Jeff. They've only got 6 players here today, and they're playing a very, very hot, talented Seawolves team. We have a trip.
Yeah, they are. They are not backing down much at all. They're really playing a strong game, for sure.
Panthers foul number 11, Aiden Hirsch. That's his first, team's second in the second half.
So inbounding the ball be Anderson Kavutse. Round to Martinati. Oh, he goes down. It's Pazinski going down on a wet floor. I think he's pointing to it. And we'll have a foul here. That'll be on Cam Cousins.
Team's third in the second half. Ryan Kurtz on the line.
Kurtz shooting 2. Misses the first one. He can tie for the Panther lead in points with Scrime, who has 11, if he hits this shot. And he does, so he's got 11 points. Timothy Hudson has 10 points. And that's 3 players in Albany in double figures. A very depleted squad. Off balance, Cousins. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful play. Just absolutely beautiful play.
What an athlete. Still 11 minutes left here. It's 84-37. My goodness, a stop, turnaround, doesn't fall for Drew Miller. So now Bodie Meter on the other side here. I want to reserve the temptation to call him Bodie Miller.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him play for Gorham back in the day. Meter had a great career there. Oop. Players go down hard. A show of sportsmanship as Caleb Scrime quickly runs over to Cousins and helps to pick him up. Checking in for the Seawolves, David Mervillis, the first-year 6'4" forward from Lynn, Mass. Martinoff with a very hard-fought for rebound, and there's a timeout on the floor. And we're going to take 1-2 with 10:41 left.
There's something better out there. It's an idea that's motivated humans for centuries, pushed us to seek, accomplish, improve. Want to get to that better? It's time for Southern Maine Community College. Whether you're laying a foundation to build on, preparing for a rewarding career, or gaining new skills to give you the edge, at SMCC, you'll find a community to help you think stronger, think smarter, and go further. Sound good? Get started at SMCC. It's time.
So we are back. The last 10:41 of this contest with the Seawolves in command right now, and really have never not led in this game except when the score was 0-0.
They came out house of fire, rattled off, was it 14 points?
16 points unanswered.
Yeah, it was that they were raring to go.
Nice ball movement, and Martinoff will throw it up and hit the three. Martinotti. So, my goodness. It's a 50-point lead, and that's exactly almost what the Seawolves won by the last time, 49 points. And they played earlier this year. Seawolves won that. Let's see. Looks like they won that 104-55. Oh my gosh, what a nice move by Mervillis. Showing great athletic ability there too. Now taking the ball down here is Aiden Hirsch, Glens Falls, New York guard. What that tells me is Daryl Bassett, the player who took that shot, probably not his best shot, a three-pointer. And the ball is knocked out. Turnover. Heads up played by Bassett. And a blocking foul on Martinotti. We're not in the bonus yet. Oh, look at that move underneath. That's a beautiful move by Mervillis.
Yeah, he's an athletic player. He's earned some playing time here towards the end of the season.
Folks, this doesn't happen instantaneously. It's the result of some great work by the fellow sitting to my left, Jeff Schools. Tremendous graphics and specialist in production.
I dig this stuff. This is stuff I love doing.
Meter for two. 91-37 is the score. Kick. Checking in now will be Luke Gabloff, the first-year player from Greeley, as Kavutse will check out. Kurtz seems to be the best athlete on that team. Timothy Hudson may be next, but Kurtz is a dynamic player at times. In the corner, it doesn't fall, but the offensive rebound to Kurtz, and up and in hard he goes.
Boy, just like you called it right there.
Here's Bodie Meter. Quickly over to Martinotti underneath. And shooting two will be David Mervillis on the foul by Timothy Hudson.
Timothy Hudson Jr., this is third, this is fourth, the second half. David Mervillis on the line, 2 shots for the Seawolves. Substitutions for the Panthers, number 33, Caleb Scrime.
So Rivera Vasquez will come in along with Scrime. as Kurtz and Miller will take a break here. 8:18 left in this contest with the score 93-39. Looks like I dare say it's going to be a bigger margin than the last time. Going for the steal, not making it. It's Cousins. There's a push pass. Would have been a nice assist. Oh, and right where he needs to be and underneath is Darryl Bassett. So the sophomore guard gets 2. Gets the rebound and credit for the shot. Martinotti for 3. Fakes. And then brings it home.
Thomas Martinotti for 2.
95-41 with 7.5 minutes left. The Seawolves are undoubtedly going to break 100 here. That's a nice give and go, and the bucket brought home by Scrime. That'll be his 13th points. Martinotti for 3. Nothing but net. 98-43. A block by Gabloff, and the break. Here's Pazinski. Excuse me, that is Miles Brown for 3. Everybody in the act today for the Seawolves. His 6th point. He is 2 for 2 with 3-pointers today. A very, very tremendous effort here. That was a forced shot. It didn't fall. The rebound to Brown.
Substitution in Seawolves number 11.
Look at that. Just dishes it out where it needs to be. Brown for the 3. So, with 6:22 left, of course, the Seawolves have broken 100, as you can see. Underneath, that is a nifty shot by Christian Rivera Vasquez. Inside now, and Mervillis, Kavutse rather, back in, and fake, spins, up and in on the lay-in. What I see is David Mervillis having some discussions with Coach Richards off to the sideline here. Well, that's a nice fake, but it doesn't really go anywhere, and here we go on the break. Brown for 3 again. 3 for 3. It's his 9th point of the game. Everybody can shoot on this team.
Yeah, they're going to need it. They're going to need it come playoff time for sure.
That's Scrime. Well, he traveled, and he knew it. What a pass! Up and in! Kavutse for 2. And we are going to have a Panthers timeout with 4:52 left. The last 5 minutes of a game are usually the most exciting, not necessarily today.
There's something better out there. It's an idea that's motivated humans for centuries, pushed us to seek, accomplish, improve. Want to get to that better? It's time for Southern Maine Community College. Whether you're laying a foundation to build on, preparing for a rewarding career, or gaining new skills to give you the edge, at SMCC, you'll find a community to help you think stronger, think smarter, and go further. Sound good? Get started at SMCC. It's time.
There's something better out there.
Whether you're laying a foundation to build on, preparing for a rewarding career, or gaining new skills to give you the edge.
5.
Get started at SMCC. It's time.
So what we're watching coming off the timeout here is, Coach Richards is really coaching his team. He had the diagram out, and he is always coaching. And that is what you do when you're a teacher.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's his process. That's completely his process, for sure.
19th season. This is not Matt Richards' first rodeo.
No, it is not.
His assistant coaches are A.J. Burton, Richard DeFusco, Chad Chishon, and John Lemieux. Head coach for Albany is Robert Coleman, and he's on his own. And it's a very small program, but a nice fall away by Scrime. And he now has 15 points to lead the Panthers. And ties all leading scorers in this game. Nice fall away by Mervillis. 110-47. Whoa, well, that's an offensive foul. I mean, that was a little frustration on the part of Timothy Hudson as he just basically got his elbow in the chest of the Seawolves player there. And great ball movement and spids around the rim a little bit, and Mervillis gets 2. $112.47 within the 3.5 minutes left here. Here's Scrime in the paint, stops at the foul line, backs up again and hits it. And now Miles Brown, he of the quick 3 3-pointers today. And that's Kavutse for 2, the long 2. 114-49. And a steal. Oh my gosh, what a pass! What effort by Cousins! Nice ball movement, and then Miles Brown with his 4th 3 of the day, giving him 12 points. This team is something else, Jeff.
They are fun to watch, aren't they?
Yeah, they are indeed. Scrime underneath, he's got 3 on him. Loses the ball, wanted a foul call. Here's the break. There's the dunk for David Mervillis. 6'4" forward from Malden, Mass, and gets a hand from his bench. And then gets the rebound and outlets to Brown. Great ball movement, and Bodie Meter with the bucket there.
They can't miss.
No, that's really true.
I'm not sure I've seen him score this many points. I've been here a decade, and boy, I can't recall them scoring 122 points.
Yeah, I might be witnessing history, and I'm pleased to be here. It's always tough. I mean, you have a shot clock. You can't just pull it back. You've got to shoot, and if you're good, you're going to make the shots. Starters are coming out here left and right. We've got Luke Gabloff in and Thomas Martinati. It seems like the Seawolves don't lose anything by taking some of their players out.
Yeah, it's
tremendous depth.
Yeah, they've They have not played this way all year. It's a good time to be peaking for sure.
Well, another dunk missed by Gabeloff. He went for the one-hander. And Mervillis with the rebound. Outlets over to Brown. Cousins for three. Excuse me, Meter. My mistake. It's Bodie Meter. Third time I think I've done that. 125-49 with 41 seconds left. Meter's got 8 points. Everybody in the action here today. 8 out of the 11 players that played for the Seawolves ended up with double figures today. Cousins with a monster 12 rebounds to go with it. He's got 9 points, though, so nobody actually has a double-double today. That is going to do it, though. It's 125-49, the final score.
Just a reminder, this Wednesday night here at 6 p.m., the women will play against Central Maine Community College, followed by the men's game.
Wow, what a game. What a game. Execution all the way around. Solid ball game by the Seawolves. Undermanned Panthers team just, didn't have a chance right out of the gate. But they played hard. They did not mail it in. Let's put it that way. They played hard, made some nice plays throughout the night. But the Seawolves were just, boy oh boy, they were on from the get. I think our player of the game, Jack Brzezinski, 15 points, 6 of 13. Totally worthy. And here comes Coach Richards.
Coach, congratulations on what we're thinking might be a record win for this program with 125 points scored today. 8 of your 11 players in this game were in double figures. You did what you promised, Coach. You said that you were going to take a look at everybody, that you need to see that your players are clearly peaking right now, heading into the game against the Mustangs and the playoffs to follow.
Yeah, no, I was thrilled. Good contributions from guys. We were able to kind of spread the minutes around. We've got a game tomorrow with Navy Prep. That's a makeup game. So it allows me to, again, have that opportunity tomorrow, and then we get ready for the big rivalry game with CM. And, we're striving for those conference wins. So, I was pleased. I had asked the guys to, at halftime, we kind of made some key stats that we wanted to hit in terms of cut down turnovers, double up on offensive rebounds, hold them to a certain amount of points, and I think we met those. So it's good when you can, kind of set those parameters and goals at halftime and achieve them.
The other thing that you have to be happy with is the fundamental play of your team. The passes are crisp, the foul shooting, tremendous 8 of 9 tonight. The passes, really, the layups, all of it is on firing on all cylinders right now, Coach.
Yeah, then we have to sort of play that way. I mean, we have to get great ball movement. It's got to go inside and out. We got to read screens the right way to then hit open shots. That's just how we have to play to be good. I mean, some teams can do a lot of ISO and break you down, and that's just not who we are as personnel. So what you saw today was kind of how we have to play, which was good to see.
Well, Coach, we're going to let you get back to your team. Good luck going into the next 3 games, Navy, Central Maine, and Vermont, before you head into the playoffs. Best wishes to you,
All right,
Coach.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So I've got to check the old schedule because I didn't have that game. I wonder if we're supposed to be here tomorrow.
Well, That's an interesting perspective, depending on what time that game is.
Yeah, I'll have to find out when we're done. It's, I did not. Unless they don't plan on streaming it, which is not usually what we do here. So I'll find out after. But if we are streaming it, we'll be here. No worries.
That's good.
I actually, Steve, I did solo when I exhausted every opportunity of anybody helping out one day. So I did solo. I wasn't terrible. I wasn't very good, but I wasn't terrible.
You must have been amazing, and not only are you amazing, Jeff, but you had to run the graphics at the same time.
Yeah, I got it done. It wasn't pretty, but I got it done.
Yeah.
I tried not to embarrass myself, and I think I pulled that off. So
let's talk a little bit about the statistics for the game. Caleb Scrime led all scorers with 17 points for the Panthers. He was 2 of 10 on three-point shooting, 3 rebounds. Ryan Kurtz, 13 points and 10 rebounds. He gets the double-double today, the only player in the game that does. Timothy Hudson had 10 points for the Panthers, and Christian Rivera Vasquez had 4. Drew Miller 3, Daryl Bissett 2, and Aiden Herschel got in the game, did not score. And the Seawolves led by 2 players with 15 points. Jack Pazinski, the player of the game. He was 3 for 6 and three-point shooting as well. 4 rebounds and 6 assists. Ian Regan next with 15 points as well. 1 3-pointer, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. David Mervillis off the bench, 14 points. And he had 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Miles Brown, those great 3-pointers, 4 for 4 for 12 points today. Also 2 rebounds and 2 assists to go along with it. Zachary Mickle, 4 for 7. We saw him shoot 3-pointers as well. Between Brown and Mickle, 8 3-pointers, and that's how they both got their 12 points apiece. Deshaun Cromwell, 11 points today, and 5 of 5 from the throw line, 1 rebound and 2 assists. Thomas Martinati, 11 points today, 3 for 3, also hitting 3-pointers like that. 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Anderson Kavutse rounds out the players in double figures with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Cam Cousins, 9 points today, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. And Luke Gabloff, 8 points, 2 of 2 from the 3-point arc, and 3 assists. And finally, Bodie Meter, 8 points, 2 for 4 with 3-pointers. Just a tremendous, tremendous effort today by the Seawolves. Just a complete domination, 125-49, heading into the last 3 games of the season.
You know, I must have missed looking at these stats the right way, so I feel I got to call an audible and make co-player of the game, Miles Brown, perfect from the field. I mean, I got to give him some pub there, because that's 4 for 4 from the field, 4 for 4 from 3-point land.
And he was very interesting and exciting, as really every player was today. So that was really terrific.
Yeah, what a game. It was it was a fun game. And again, makeup game tomorrow. I'll find out if we're going to be broadcasting it. And then, obviously, next Wednesday, CM comes to town. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be a fun game. This is Steve Schwartz along with Jeff Schools for the SMCC Sports Network, where today the SMCC Seawolves have defeated the Albany Pharmacy Panthers 125-49. Good night.